What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Doc's Daily. We are live in full effect. It is Tuesday, November 18th. I'm joined with Tony George and Griffin Murphy. Gentlemen, how we doing on a Tuesday?
I'm still looking my wounds from the weekend.
Rough one. I feel you.
Rough one. Rough one. Nice job by your Lions.
Yeah, I know.
What was that? Never got off the bus. Come on, dude.
It reminded me of Week 1 Green Bay. They just never got off. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know. I don't know.
3.5-point favorite this week now. Come on.
Oh, yeah, we're going to destroy wait, no, I forget who we play. No, Thanksgiving we played Green Bay.
Yeah.
Who are we playing this week?
You don't know who you're playing this week?
No, I don't. I haven't.
I'm not telling you. I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to tell you.
Make me look.
Yeah.
You got the Giants this week.
It's on the NFL opening line report on the YouTube channel.
It just came out, by the way. I was just going to say, I'm good. I was going to plug it. It just really, like within the hour, the NFL opening line report, Tony George dropped on the YouTube channel. Definitely worth a check. I know I don't know is because we're playing the Giants. That's why I don't know, because I don't even know. Like, whatever. I hope
we got J-Mo Winston coming in slinging darts. Baby. Are you kidding me?
I don't think we're going to be concerned. We're looking for
human turnover machine.
Dude, I love that guy. I don't care.
Human turnover machine. There he is. And if they do play dart for any reason, you think the ownership is going to tell those coaches, whatever you do not run him. Dabo almost killed him.
I'd be concerned if it was a healthy Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. Was healthy. I maybe would be a little concerned here.
I don't think he's playing this week. I talked to his cousin yesterday in a meeting with one of my other businesses I'm invested into, and his cousin said he is beat up and he is probably not playing this week. So there's some little inside scoop.
Well, these guys here are done. We can go ahead and start kicking them in the balls every show now.
Their ass.
Over.
I disagree. Listen, first of all, if there's a path for them to make the wild card?
No, how? Let me tell you something. The fact they're laying 3.5 against the Colts this weekend is criminal. Second of all, it's not a Jekyll and Hyde like a lot of these teams are Jekyll and Hyde in the NFL. One week they play like world beaters. The next week they can't look like they're playing a soap scrimmage for a freshman JV team at a high school. But the bottom line is, here's Kansas City. You hear all year long. Well, when they get Brown, Worthy, and Rice all together healthy, it's going to be different. Your offensive line is dog shit. You can't run the football. You're getting 30, 40, 50 yards a game. People are teeing off on Mahomes, and that defensive line and that offensive line of the Colts this weekend is vastly superior to what Kansas City has. That's right. I said it. They
have a good offensive line, the Colts. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can't – so that neutralizes any strength that Kansas City has in that game, and you still got Pacheco – iffy this week to run the football. Hunt is not explosive, and they can't block for dog shit. And you're laying 3.5. If Indianapolis is not in every teaser on your card this weekend, you're out of your freaking mind.
I don't know. It looks too easy.
Doesn't that total interest you though? 50.5 incentive points are going to be scored in this game.
Yeah, under.
That's what I mean. It looks too easy for a teaser to take Indy
or a Chiefs wipeout play by 10.
The Chiefs are done. Their days of being the Superman of the AFC, being Superman of the AFC West are over. You saw the champions of the AFC West beat their ass this weekend. Period.
They won't go quietly into
the Chargers. They're no good.
No,
awful. We saw that. You talked about that earlier in the year, though. That they were hot to start, but we were like, hey, they're going to come back down to earth here sooner or later. So, and I think
first downs and 135 yards against Jacksonville, and you gave up 30 first downs to Jacksonville. You're not a contender. Kansas City's not a contender. The Raiders can't beat anybody.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Hey,
Yeah.
and the Bears are in first place of the NFC North.
Oh,
What
my
is
God.
going on?
We're waiting for Griffin. Now it's Griffin's turn to jump in. And
Don't need
Go ahead.
boys. I
Go
don't
ahead.
need to. I am more than comfortable sitting in first place in the NFC North. I don't have to say anything. I'm just going to enjoy this while it lasts. Hope it sustains, and we'll see how it rolls from here. But gotta say, my Bears, we look good. Caleb Williams finally looks efficient. Ben Johnson, offensive play calling, Swift on the run game. I mean, we're putting all the pieces together that we've been talking about for the last 2 years, and we're finally seeing it on television broadcasted, and they're prevailing. I'm very happy with the Chicago Bears right now. When it comes to the longevity of it, I don't know. I don't know yet. Caleb Williams has some Baker Mayfield in him. He has some Patrick Mahomes in him. When it comes to fourth quarter, we need to close games out and win. They always find a way. 5 of their last 6 games, they've done it in the fourth quarter, but at the same time, this is still too early for me. I know we're 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks into the season.
And it's
enough.
way too early for the Patrick Mahomes comparison.
Yes, Patrick Mahomes comparison in one ideal reasoning, and that is Patrick Mahomes closes games out in the fourth quarter. That is why the Chiefs are the worst covering team against the spread for years on end, because Patrick Mahomes lets everybody stay in, and then he shoots them down in the fourth quarter. That's what Caleb Williams has proven to do with the Bears all year long.
We'll see.
I agree with one thing you said there. It's too early to tell.
Yeah.
Slippery slope this weekend, carrying a number against Mike Tomlin and the Steelers.
Yeah, I know.
Slippery slope. I'm going to give Griffin that game for the Gridiron 6-pack tomorrow. We gave Griffin the Chicago game last week, and they won.
I think we went 6-0. Did we go 6-0?
I don't think so. It was close.
Okay. He has
5-1 maybe.
It was 5-1.
I think I went 3-0. So 5-1 maybe.
I hit my teaser. I hit one other. I think we were like 5-1, 4-2.
Okay.
Tune in.
I'll say this about the Bears. They do find ways to win. They win. They might be ugly, but I don't remember who the guy was last week when we were talking about Kevin O'Connell being the quarterback whisperer. How the hell did that work out? The Bears just beat his ass. I'm tired of hearing about that. I hope they sign him to a lifetime contract as the Minnesota Vikings head coach. As a Lions fan, I hope he stays forever. That's how good. That's how confident I feel about that guy coaching.
You're finding out about J.J. McCarthy playing for Jim Harbaugh at Michigan. The game was never on his shoulders. It was on Blake Corum's shoulders to run the ball for 140 yards a game.
Or that defense.
That's how they relying on a shutdown defense that was allowing 6-7 points a game. Though that's over. Now it's on you. You got to make plays. You've got Addison. You've got Jefferson. You got T.J. Hawkinson. You got a good back in the backfield, and you're not doing jack shit. Yeah. As a quarterback, you're not making plays. Caleb Williams making plays.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes still trying to make plays. Josh Allen makes plays. Teams that win, have quarterbacks that make plays, and they better be in the market. They better be in the market.
I love this. Nostalgia Man's actually dating himself right here with the Jim McMahon reference for the Bears quarterback. Another playmaker, by the way. I wanted that headband so bad when he wore those headbands. I thought I was cool. Listen, I pay some bills real quick. Don't forget about a free $60 account. DocSports.com/free60. That's where you can get free $60 account. You can use that on both of these guys. Pass the day pass, 30 each. You can split it up. You can use it for a week pass, towards a season pass. You do whatever you want with that $60. You do you, Pikachu. Available. Click the link in the description below in the video. Take you right over there. Or just go DocSports.com/free60. Become a member. You want to become a member? It starts at $4.99. I'm gonna toot my horn for 10 seconds. I gave out 2 draws in the NHL yesterday for $4.99 in a month on YouTube. You want to know what they both did? Boom. I'll tell you right now what they did. Jack, tell them what they did. Bang, bang, pow. Felt like Shooter McGavin on the golf course at 18. Poo-poo. Plus 320, plus 340. The draw king. Tell him about Jack. I was so geeked, man. I was running around last night for this job. I was, because I didn't think one was going to hit.
Would you have the Blue Jackets game in there? Was that part of one of your ties?
Yeah, Blue Jackets and the Mammoth.
That was
the
my
Blue Jackets and the Canadians, and then the two late games were definitely running for overtime. So become a member. Check out the free 60. Use it on the premium plays at the website. There's more than one flavor over there. Like Tony says, it's like Baskin Robbins. So get over there. Get yourself some premium plays. Use the free 60. That's it. I'm done. What do you guys got going on tonight?
I've got my first top pick in college basketball this year. Oh, it's a game we've had circled for over a week. And the line came out dirt cheap. We couldn't believe it. I thought something was wrong. We're on the phone last night late going, check injury report. Somebody gets suspended. Nothing. It's a 7-unit standalone play. And again, I don't have a lot of top picks. I had 2 this weekend of football, and they both sucked. But at day's end, we don't put out a lot of plays in NBA, college basketball, or the NHL. And this is a big one tonight. Got a solid 4-unit best bet in the NBA and a 4-unit totals play in the NHL. So just cherry picking best bets, and one of them happens to be a biggie.
Nice. Griffin, what do you got going on?
Yeah, for me today, a little bit lower volume. On Saturday, did not go my way whatsoever. I got cleaned up in college football going 1-1. I lost my top pick. UFC didn't go well as either for Saturday night, but we followed that up on Sunday. We smacked a 6-unit in the NFL with we had the Jaguars as our top play. And then I had a 7-unit prop on Caleb Williams rushing yards over 23.5, which hit 26. So very good Sunday. Got some rhythm, momentum back in place. Yesterday, I want to say we cleaned up hockey, lost college basketball. I believe we won NBA and props. We had a prop on Geno Smith's over. Today, I'm keeping it cool, playing small. I have a 2-unit across all sports. NBA is a 3-unit. So NHL 2-unit, NBA 3-unit, college basketball 2-unit, as well as I passed on the prop selections today. Feeling good, like all my selections, but just trying to maintain some risk management rolling into the later on in the week because I've got some plays already circled up that I'm going to hammer.
Right.
Yeah, by the way, thanks for throwing out Penn State against my Huskers this weekend on a Tuesday. I saw the preview video.
Lay the wood, baby, 9.5 all day. They're going to bury them.
Hey, thanks for the heads up on the Jaguars pick because I was all over the Chargers too. By the way,
no, I just sent Jason Sharp a Christmas ham because he has the same free play video and he took Huskers. Screw Griffin.
Oh, Daddy. All right. Well, then it's wartime.
I'm like, wait, why are you sending him a ham?
Just because he back in the Huskers.
My first thought is, why don't I get a ham?
He's back in my Huskers.
I'm such a fat kid.
Murphy's off the Christmas list.
No shot.
Yeah, just that easy, right? Just get that scratched right off.
That quarterback for Nebraska, that Latif, he looked damn good against UCLA. You know,
yeah, that was a surprising game.
He complements their offense better because he's mobile. Raiola just stands there like a statue, like Peyton Manning, and can't get out of his own way. If he gets, and Nebraska's offensive line is dog shit, which Penn State probably will eat him up. But with him being able to move around, that gives him a lot more flexibility on offense, a little harder to defend. We'll see how it shakes out.
That's one thing, though, that I have noticed, Tony, and I mean, it's absolutely critical. Fast quarterbacks in college football are superior to a standing quarterback. Yeah. And that's something that has absolutely been one of my biggest confluence stackers throughout the year. We'll get into this rabbit hole quick. This is something that in the NFL, these quarterbacks, they're able to stand on their 2 legs and just fire rockets. In college football, that split dual threat quarterback situation throws teams off defensively so bad. You need to look and pick and choose on teams that dealt with fast quarterbacks like UCF's quarterback, for example. Follow those teams into their next week because you could get a lot of where's the proper word? Confluence stackers, I guess, so to speak, on why to go against that team the following week with that type of situation. Fast quarterbacks will eat you alive on the defensive side. Then you go the next week, deal with a quarterback that can't move. It's all blitz all game long. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a little stacker I want to throw
quarterback position.
Kind of rabbit hole, Griffin, but it's all right.
Well, it's definitely evolved, just the position as a whole. I mean, back in the day, you just 3-step drop and stand and go over your routes. Boom, 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 options. And now everybody's running around, extending that play. And, that goes back to maybe Mike Vick, Warren Moon kind of guys, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he probably made it the most famous out of anybody. If I go back further, maybe Mike Vick. Mike Vick was
Tommy Frazier, Nebraska started it in the 90s. That's why they won. He lost 3 games in 4 years and won 2 national titles, played in 3. I mean, he was the first really RPO running quarterback.
Yeah.
And then people started making him like a prototype, and then the Vicks came along and everybody else. But at the end of the day, the dual threat quarterbacks, they work well in college. In the NFL, not so well. The best dual threat quarterback there is Lamar Jackson. What's he ever done in the postseason?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. I won't argue that.
Speaking of the NBA, am I crazy for giving out a free play on the show?
No.
I think Golden State laying 3 is a gift.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't like Orlando. I like Golden State. I was impressed with them. 2 back-to-backs against San Antonio. Both those games in San Antonio, Curry put up 46 and 49 in back-to-back games. They're still without Wagner and Banchero. And they just came off a 20-point win over New Orleans, which was a hell of a letdown spot. And they went and hung 126 on them, held them to 106. They held Wembyama down. I think Golden State laying 3 tonight might be a nice little pick.
I like it too, Tony. Honestly, Sunday, Orlando dealt with Houston. That game went into OT, 117-113 final. So they're coming off a loss as well. Golden State's now won 3 consecutive games. So not only that, they're carrying momentum into this matchup. Last time these 2 teams played each other, Golden State took that by 6 in a 121-115 final. All the stackers are on Golden State here. I like the play. I'd lay the wood too.
Yep.
Yeah, and shop that line because, some places got a 3. I'm just saying. So shop your lines. I don't hate that at all. I stayed away from the NBA. I've been, yesterday it was fade the Pacers, fade the Clippers, move on. You know what I mean? Kind of move on. And that's just, because I'm not that into the NBA. So those are just easy ways for me to move on. College basketball, though. And I'm trying.
Champions Classic tonight.
I know my Spartans are rolling.
There
I know you got play on it. By the way, everybody should go watch that free play. It's on the YouTube. It's all that. Give it a thumbs up. Drop comment whether you like or you follow or fading or what you got. Yeah, that's what I always tell people. If you don't like what I got, what do you got?
I got both games on that video. Both games in that tournament tonight.
The Duke Kansas one too?
Yep. I just gave you a lean on that one. But yeah, Tom Izzo in a big game this early, underdog. How's that going to turn out?
We'll be all right.
Yeah. He's been doing this shit for 30 years. Is anybody paying attention? Izzo's always got a team. They're the number 1 team in college basketball. They have the highest assist to made baskets ratio already in college basketball. That Fears up top for them is averaging almost 10 assists a game. And he can he can drain the rock too.
Yeah.
And I love Cooper and Kohler on the front court right now. These guys are pulling down about 20 boards a game. What's that tell you? Excellent rebounding, great point guard play, hard-nosed defense, Tom Izzo. Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
I love it.
And my Huskers are in the Big Ten. We got to play them twice.
I'm just saying, you could go in the locker room and say that all over again. It'd be great.
Oh, by the way, I don't have it here. Shit, where's my hat? Longest winning streak in college basketball. That's right, the Mecca of college basketball, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The longest winning streak in Division I college basketball right now. Come on.
Murphy, I don't know how you follow that up, but do you like anything in college basketball?
Dude, I mean, give me a damn break.
Where do you go with that?
Yeah, I do. I like this matchup. We've got Kansas at Duke tonight, and Duke's laying a number, double digits, 11.5. You got a total sitting at 148.5. Gives you an incentive defense is definitely going to be a standpoint in this game. Duke, they're always one of those teams, and I love these type of situations, especially early on in the college basketball season, when you've got teams that are undefeated going up against teams that have a couple losses or one loss. There's a lot of confluences you could use to stack. First and foremost, a lot of these players, the majority of all of these teams have returning no starters. Their bench, they're returning 3 to 4 guys that are now starters. So the analytics early on in these types of situations are critical, and psychology is huge. Duke, they're 4-0 on the season, and they've been just absolutely dominant, blowing teams out of the water. I mean, beating teams up by 60 points, 50 points. Their closest game was their season opener against Texas, and they won that game by 15. So when I look at situations like this, you've got Kansas, who comes in 3-1 on the year. The market has a better grasp on them. They've already got 4 games. They already have a loss, so that statistic can get calculated already into the market's juice and numbers. For Duke, on the other hand, they're 4-0. They've beaten the shit out of everybody they played, so the market can't get a good read on them. So what does the market do? It throws a little bit of love to the other side. That's where I like Kansas here. Give me Kansas plus the 11.5 points. Wow. I believe they're getting some love in this matchup.
Peterson's out for them.
Yeah, I don't care, Tony. I'm looking at.
And here's the other thing. Here's what
he don't care.
Here's what escapes me about
File
Kansas.
the number.
How in the holy F are you Kansas and you still can't recruit prolific shooters from the outside? Why does that elude them? Why can't you have point guards that are dangerous, shooting guards that are dangerous? Last one they had was Braun. Who's playing for Denver now, but that's the last one they had. I'm trying to fit, I'm just trying. I can't get a handle on that.
It doesn't make sense, Tony, because what college basketball player in high school going D1 wouldn't want to go to Kansas to play college basketball? Who wouldn't accept that offer? So, yeah, you should have all the star power in the world. And it seems like for the past 4 years, we've been watching the same shit with Kansas. They're competitive all season long, but they don't have the breakout players to end up getting themselves where they need to be. It's been the same shit with this team for 4 years. I've been watching this.
Yeah, and it's like if you're a stripper in East Lansing, Michigan, you have promise. Do you stay in East Lansing?
You go to Vegas.
You go to Vegas. If you're a baller, you go to Kansas.
They're probably more in the Ypsilanti area than East Lansing. It's only about a 20-minute drive. The landing strip, it's right by the airport. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
If you just got a layover, no pun intended. Listen, I struggle with this game because I feel like Kansas could hang around with a big number. Duke really has been blowing the hell out of people, but in the same sense, they haven't played nobody like Kansas yet. So I don't know. What if they just come out here and a little backdoor cover kind of situation?
Well, everybody hates Duke. I like Kansas. Here's the thing, though. Last year they get Cooper Flagg. This year they got the Boozer kid. He's a stud. They got another 30-point a night guy. He'll last 1 year and go. He'll be in the NBA next year like his old man.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Duke.
No, I like the situation.
I want to put together a teaser, but I don't even like stuff that I don't even like that in a teaser.
But Kansas has already got a taste of this. Kansas already dealt with North Carolina. That's their only loss of the season. So you look at that tide of strength of schedule too. So it's not like Kansas is entering themselves into a situation where they're dealing with a team with that they haven't seen this type of talent and force on the year. So they're coming into a situation where they're going to be prepared and they know what they're going into. For Duke, on the other flip of the coin, they have played everybody pretty much soft. There's been no big names in their schedule. So this is going to be that highest caliber team that they play to the scale. So that kind of brings into that motivation incentive. A lot of mixtures come into that situation.
Yeah. I mean, that UNC game that Kansas lost, they lost that game by 13
points. We could take
points.
Info from that.
Yeah, we could take information from that, and that's probably the best caliber. It's not their first rodeo. Both schools are used to the big stage.
You never can count. I'm not saying Kansas is devoid of talent because they're not.
Yeah.
They got ballers all over the place. They're freaking Kansas, but Duke is on a different level. It's amazing to me the drop-off that North Carolina has had, with all the coaching changes and stuff, where Duke had the coaching change, losing, maybe the greatest coach ever. You could argue Izzo and a couple others in there over the years, Bobby Knight before he started beating the shit out of players. But, at the end of the day, Duke has not dropped off at all. As a matter of fact, they've improved after Krzyzewski's retired. And they're right. They had every chance to win the national title last year. And I don't see a lot of drop off. It'll be interesting to see that late game tonight. I'd probably play Duke in the first half line. I don't know, maybe change things around and
that's it.
Garbage buckets.
Yep. I don't hate that.
Griff, I got a question.
What's up?
What about your Blackhawks tonight against Calgary?
I'm on them. I like them.
Absolutely.
I like them getting it done, man. That team is scrappy as all hell.
Yeah.
Blackhawks are finally playing good hockey right now. And Bedard,
That's the Woodpile line. That's the Woodpile line. Why are they minus 105?
Well,
they just beat them 4-0.
I just can't back Calgary. Calgary has one of the worst offenses I've ever seen. They're actually dead last in the NHL right now, averaging 2.1 goals per game. Obviously, Knight is not in net for the Blackhawks tonight, which is kind of a little iffy for me. Yeah. But at the same time, Blackhawks at home getting plus value, 9-5-4 on the season against a 5-12-3. This is a free play. This is not a premium selection for me. I take the Blackhawks here plus money at home, but at the same time, it's Woodpile-ish. I don't know. Tony, it's one of those situations. Maybe looking at a total, I could see this being a little bit more of a high incentive scoring game due to the fact that on paper, everything says that Calgary can't score points. Blackhawks got their backup goalie in. Totals at 5.5. I'd potentially look at that over 5.5.
Right.
Goals. I think both of these teams could score tonight, so that'd probably be the more valuable play.
7 November, 4-0 win, Chicago. Calgary couldn't get a goal, so they're probably going to get. Maybe if they get two tonight, I think it goes over.
Yeah. Empty netter, 3-2.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm on Chicago in regulation for plus 150.
That's what I was going to say. If you're going to go Blackhawks, take them in regulation.
If you're going to go, let's go.
Yeah, get the
plus. Go, So that's what I like there. I only got really a handful of potential draws for tonight. The Devils and the Lightning are probably a potential draw. The only thing that scares me is the Devils, the last 5 games they've played have went to overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. The last 5 games have went into overtime.
Your Red Wings were hanging a number tonight.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that game scares me.
I don't like.
I'm all over it. I
mean, if you're gonna go, that's another one. It's the Wings in regulation. If you're gonna go, they do kind of own the Kraken, and it is at home. But every time you think that makes sense, they don't show up. They don't get off the bus.
That number should be 130 max.
Here's what I'm seeing here. So I like to go over this all the time. So you've got Winnipeg on the slate against Columbus, minus 175. Columbus is on back-to-back situations. You've got Dallas minus 165 against the Islanders. That's a situational spot. And then you have Detroit against Seattle. So what's going to cause the most scarcity? Because what I have noticed, and this is my strategy, is one of these teams is going to win outright. One of them is going to catch the plus 1.5, and one of them is going to cover the puck line. So one of them's got to win in regulation. One's going to cover the plus 1.5. One's going to win in puck line. The obvious play here would be taking the Jets here on the puck line due to the fact that the Blue Jackets are on back-to-back. So I would flip that. I take the Blue Jackets plus 1.5 in that situation. The other one is going to be the Dallas Stars against the Islanders. Everybody's going to 60-minute money line that one in regulation to get that money juiced down to a fair valued number, which that's a game I could see that goes into OT, and that could go either way.
That's
the scariest one on the board is the Seattle Kraken against the Detroit Red Wings. You take them down to the 60-minute money line. That's the game that potentially, in my theory, wins outright at minus 110 fair value. The scariest, most juiced play on the board.
Yeah.
My
anybody got no?
My puck line play in that scenario would be the Blackhawks over the Flames. I really think the Flames are bad.
The reverse puck line.
I 100% would take the Blackhawks minus the 1.5. Whatever number you get that at, I really just think they dog walk them. I don't think the Flames are very good at all. There's a few potential, like that Islander Stars game has potential
Let's
for
go
over
4-1, 4-2 written all over it.
all over it. If you can
Which
get
one?
over 5.5,
Blackhawks.
yeah. If you can get 5.5, take over 5.5. If it's 6, you might get you push in your back
Well,
pocket.
6 is a bad number if you really like the over because you can push on it easily.
Yep. That's
It'll
what
probably be plus money too. The
Yeah.
6.
Yep.
Well, look at this guy. Nick Menken says, grab a free 60, come get a winner. Look at him. Hey, listen, be on the lookout for the Sharks tonight, too. The Sharks are a nice play.
Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with that one.
I got a premium play on that one for a total. So
Okay. There you go. Stay away. I won't
Great
talk
for that
about
one.
it. That's
Yep.
fair. Tell him, all right, so that we know Tony's got premium play on the NHL game. So there you go. Tell him what else you got going on, Tony, and then we're going to bounce on out of here.
7-unit college basketball, first top play of the season. Been waiting for this one a week. We're ready. We're locked in. We're going to go. We're firing hard. That's it. That's the hype.
What you got, Griffin?
2-unit NHL, 3-unit NBA, 2-unit college basketball. We're rolling. Just like Tony said, that's all.
There you go. Free $60 account. Use that link in the description of the video. Get on any one of those plays tonight. They are at the website.
And in case you forgot, on Lenny's YouTube premium channel, he was 2-0 yesterday in hockey.
Yeah, I was. I ain't gonna
$5. $5. Patty, tell
So $5.
Learn how to sell. Learn how to sell. Learn how to sell.
It's $5. Remember when the $5 footlong was really $5 or the $5 pizza was really $5? My shit's really $5. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. It's $4.99. Holler at your boy. Ask Jack for references. He's in the chat. He calls me the Draw King. Know it. I'm getting shirts made. I'm just saying. Me, my big head with a crown. I got it right here. I should just start the show with this from now on.
You are ridiculous.
All right, folks, we're going to talk about hockey.
I just told you just to promote your 2-0. Now you're wearing a goddamn crown.
He looks like the Burger
Dude,
King commercial.
There you go. My bad, folks. I don't know. It's why it's $5. Okay, I'm certifiable. Good luck unless you're against us. We'll see you on the next one. Cheetahs, here we come. This guy's still naming strip clubs by East Lansing.
Here we go, baby.